let's bring on our next Big Bow.
Big Bow, yeah! Big Bow!
The referee once again, Christina McGraw.
My God, he's coming. Folks, this is one of those times where I'm glad I'm up in the broadcast booth, not down on the floor, Dragon Day.
Not me. You know, I'm very comfortable with this man. I've helped him train down in the jungles of the Amazon, and look at him now. He's meaner than ever. Look at him. This is all my...
He's looking for you because you owe him money, that's why.
No. He and I have an agreement. I don't pay him in money. I pay him in raw meat. That's all he needs. That's all he needs to live on is raw meat. I take care of the money. I take care of his money.
Well, Alan Bolte's going to take care of a introduction. Here he is.
71 pound and Ultimate Fight champion in Brazil, WWE. This is the Brazilian Beast, Kafu.
Kafu, not too sure of where he is. I know where Dragon Dave is, and he's right here. Kat, will you get out from under the desk?
I'm telecommunicating with Kafu right now.
From under the desk?
From anywhere, it doesn't matter. Kafu and I have an understanding. Kafu's going to dispose of this Derek Sanders, and it's going to be all because of my training and my hard work that I put into Kafu.
What was that?
I'm telling Kafu, I'm giving him instructions, I'm telling him what to do.
Your headset is all fogged up. Will you stop that? Folks, we have a wrestler now entering the ring. I don't know what's in the ring. He's far from being a wrestler. He looks like a maniac. Young Derek Sanders here, making his debut, I believe, in BTW. Hard to fire Derek Sanders. I haven't seen too many notes on him at BTW win-loss record.
From Sunset Beach, Derek Sanders.
Nice young man. Definitely a contrast from that incredible beast Kafu, my God. Folks, let's take time to tell you the rest of the card tonight. We have the debut of a new wrestler, Cyclone Dos Mil. No one knows who he is, even you, Dragon Day.
I beg to differ. This man is a legend in Mexico. I wrestled him many times. I even tagged with him. He's a legend in Mexico, especially Tijuana, the Tijuana area.
Well, I just got to know one thing about it.
What's that?
Do you owe him money?
No. He and I are squared away. I paid him in pesos.
Pesos? How many pesos did you pay him to promote your party?
It's easy for you to say.
No, how many pesos did you pay him to promote your party?
240,000 pesos.
That's about $3, Dragon Dave.
That's not my fault about the currency in the United States. You know, that was the deal. He was happy with it, and he went to buy a couple of tacos, and he was happy.
Oh, will you stop? Oh my God, what is going on here? Absolute maniac. Gonna cause pandemonium in the Newark Pavilion. Folks, we've got a great card for you. We have, well, not really great wrestlers, but nevertheless, they are the tag team champions. The Ballard brothers are going to take on the lovely young team of Shoot the Thrill. Oh, look at that. Kafu right away nails Derek Sanders. Oh, boy, we've got Ryan Von Cool, the Cruiserweight champion, with a new attitude, taking on the very popular young returning Wildstorm. we've got Frankie Kazarian against Abyss in a TNA match. And on top, the one, the only, Jason Styles taking on Goldust. There's Derek Sanders' valiant effort. Out goes Kafu to the floor. Still not quite sure where he is. I'm not quite sure. Dragon Dave, you can get up now. You can get up now. Come on out.
I'm shooting instructions to Kafu. I mean, I'm telepathically communicating with Kafu right now, and he needs to get his head together and get back in the ring. He needs to get back in the ring.
Yeah, back in the ring. He's got that steel chair, though. That referee, now what's her name?
It's perfectly legal to bring a chair in the Brazilian rule book. It's perfectly legal.
They don't have a Brazilian rule book. It's a banana peel with some hieroglyphics written on it.
Well, either way, rule number 13, you can bring a chair in the ring to club your opponent.
No, it says coconuts. You can bring coconuts in the ring, and that chair is not made of coconuts, straw, or any other indigenous fruit.
Speaking of coconuts, we got the lovely Christy McGraw here, the referee. She needs to take control of this match, and especially Kafu.
She looks a lot like Pinky Winkerton.
Well, I don't know who that is, but whoever she is, would you introduce me?
Yeah, I'll introduce you. Just pay me the money you owe me, and no problem. There's a lockup. I can't believe Kafu can do that. He usually just bludgeons his opponents. Young Derek Sanders looking for some way to maybe get this guy off his feet, work a leg, maybe use a small package as a victory, but he's not going to outpower this guy by going toe-to-toe. And there, speaking of power, Kafu is about raw power.
Exactly, and Kafu is good. This kid, Heart of Fire. They say he's got a heart of fire. I once saw the movie Heart of Fire. It was a very good movie.
In the 80s.
Yeah, back in the 80s. But
you remember the 80s, Dragon Dave?
I remember the 80s. As a matter of fact, the movie Heart of Fire.
Were you sober in the 80s?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
What, during 81 or 82?
I believe during the latter part of the 80s, I was more sober than than early 80s.
I find that hard to believe.
But as I was saying earlier, the movie Hearts of Fire in the 80s is kind of like this kid Derek Sanders. It starts off really, really good, but in the end it crashes. And that's exactly what's going to happen to Derek Sanders. He's going to crash because Kafu is aiming right at him.
Young Derek Sanders in control of this one, though. He's got the right idea. Find a body part, stick with it, and work on it. I don't know if the arm would be my first choice for a monster like Kafu, because he could do things just like that. Nailed him with a forearm, shoved him right off. Kafu drops down. Kafu nails him now with a back elbow as Sanders got caught running in there. We've seen rookie mistakes tonight. Young Ray Kijimura had that cheek on the ropes, ready to put a finishing touch on him, and just a rookie mistake. He just wasn't aggressive enough. And I think Derek Sanders is going to start having to play Kafu's game rather than Kafu playing the young Hard to Fire Derek Sanders game. Oh, did you hear that, folks?
Well, at this point in time, this kid, Derek Sanders, you got to give him credit. He's got more guts than brains to get in the ring with a monster like Kafu. But if you're going to climb...
Oh, speaking of credit, what about your bar tab?
Well, I've always said that you've always told me that anytime that I walk in a bar, it's on you. You always keep saying that. It's on you.
No. I say that when you're with me, the first round is on me, and you assume that the food and everything else and the limousine ride is on me.
You said it's on me. It's all on me. And you know what? If that's the way you want it, my friends don't object to it either.
Yeah, I've seen some of those friends. The parole officers say I should watch him. There's Kafu really putting the hurt now. Young Derek Sanders. Let's get back to our main events tonight. We've got Frankie Kazarian versus Abyss in a TNA match. And we've got Jason Styles, the one and only irresistible one, the newly crowned BTW World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Goldust.
Matter of fact, I'm sure all the BTW fans are looking forward to that match in particular. But the one that I'm looking most forward to is the match between Frankie Kazarian and Abyss, because the Balor brothers have control of this monster, and believe me,
how much did they pay for that?
It was in Canadian dollars, and Abyss agreed to it. And as long as everybody's happy, then there's nothing wrong with it.
And who told him about the exchange rate? You? Who brokered that deal? Was that you, Dragon Dave?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was. And Abyss said he didn't mind getting paid in Canadian money. And I said, okay, well then, you know.
You know, I should go and tell him exactly what he's getting into and give him the right figures, and then maybe he'll change his mind, and maybe he'll have a meeting with you.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
No, it's perfectly okay. I have the conversion book right here. As a matter of fact, Canadian dollars, let me see. Did you give him what, 10%, 12%?
Well, no, hold on a second.
It happens to be 60%, Dragon Dave. So you screwed this guy out of at least 50%.
Hold on, you don't need to. You don't need to do this. You know, this is not.
Oh no, perfect. I'm more than happy to do it. Really, no problem at all.
I know you are, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to go out of your way. You just take care of your business.
Really, it's no trouble, Dragon Dave. All I have to do is walk out to the locker room and just show him the figures. It's really nothing.
No. No, that's okay. Just stay right here. You mind your business and don't worry about a thing. I got everything under control. Everything's already signed. All the money's been exchanged. You don't have to do anything. All right?
Here, I'll just fill this out and I'll just send a note out with one of the runners. They could hand deliver it to Abyss.
No. You don't need to do. How about this? You give that to me, and I'll personally give it to Abyss. How about that, huh?
You promise?
Yes, I'm on my way backstage, anyways. Why don't you give it to me right now?
All right, I'll write it out here and I'll lick the envelope. Now you've got to give it to Abyss here. Okay, there you go.
I'll give it to him, all right.
Attaboy, Dragon Dave. I'm sure you will. Plenty of action here in the ring. Young Derek Sanders, heart of fire, firing up on Kafu, lefts and rights. Reverse of the whip, in goes Sanders. Oh, and Kafu tastes that boot. Sanders tried to go for a move, kind of fell off the ropes, but grabbed him, and nice recovery by Derek Sanders there to go into a DDT and a cover on Kafu. 2 count he gets. That's all. You're going to have to hook the leg or something on Kafu to pin him.
Well, you know, Derek Sanders, you know, he's giving him everything he's got, but I sense the end is very near, and there it is.
Oh, my God. A claw into a choke slam into a backbreaker. 1, 2, and 3. Good night. Hearts of Fire, valiant effort, but too much. Too much is too much.
The Brazilian beast, Kafu.
Well, it looks like the fire's been put out of the heart of this kid, Derek Sanders, you know, by Kafu. Good job, Kafu. Kafu.
Why don't you talk to Kafu a minute? I just have to run out to the restroom for just a second. Hold on, Dragon.
Oh, where are you going?
Just to the restroom.
Just to the restroom, right?
Just to the restroom.
You're not going backstage, are you?
No, not backstage, just to the restroom.
Okay, go. Would you mind giving me what are you going to give Abyss?
I'm not going to give anything to Abyss. I'm just going to the restroom.
Yeah, but you mind giving it to me right now so that I can give it to him?
Well, I have to finish filling out the figures first, and then I'll give you the paperwork. But right now, I'm going to just run to the restroom.
Well, you don't have to go to the restroom. As a matter of fact, I just came from the restroom. It's broken. The restroom's...
Who broke it?
Well, don't
Kafu?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Just now?
Yes, but the restrooms are being fixed right now, so there's no need for you to go to the restroom.
What about a sandwich? Can I go for a sandwich?
What? There's no food.
There's no food. Who ate it all?
Kafu.
Kafu ate all the food.
Yes.
Broke the restroom and ate all the food.
Yes. So you don't need to go back there. There's nothing to go back there for. The bathrooms are broken. There's no food.
What about a Lamper action figure for little Sebastian?
Sold out.
Lamper action figures are sold out.
Totally sold out.
What about the DVD?
Sold out.
What about the T-shirt?
Sold out.
What about the Lamper special line of suppositories? I suppose they're sold out?
Yes, exactly. Sold out. As a matter of fact, there's no merchandise of the Emperor. There's no need for you to go back there. The bathroom is broken. There's no food. There's no merchandise. There's no reason for you to go back there. You stay right here and take care of business right here where you belong. Broadcast.
Well, what if I just want to stretch my leg?
No need for that.
No need to stretch my leg.
No need to go outside and do that. You can do it right here.
Well, I guess, folks, I've been talked out of it. Kafu, an absolute wild man. Let's get ready for the next match, the debut of Cyclone Dos Mil, and he's taking on the veteran, one of your favorites, France's most cunning athlete, La Emperor. I don't know if Kafu has that correctly. I can't read properly. We'll be back right after this.